Hey there everyone, so it's Yat Kean here from Trying Ground. Now don't worry about my appearance because I am currently wearing the PICO 4 Ultra in Malaysia. Yes, in this video we are going to talk about this VR/MR gaming headset. What can it actually offers to the users? So I think I'm not gonna elaborate too much, and don't worry, I can actually see in front right now with the see-through mode. So we are going to start off things with the design of this PICO 4 Ultra. So for the design of this PICO 4 Ultra, to be honest, I don't feel anything different from the PICO 4 model. So you still get the same wheel locking mechanism here. Okay, it's good. You have the USB Type-C charging port here. So this is a sticker. I don't want to remove it because this is a loan review unit and it's quite a hassle. I need to stick it back later on. Okay, same goes for the power button over here, okay, which is on the right side of the headset. And then on the right bridge over here, you have the volume control buttons. Yep. So the speakers, they are actually located on the side here, the bridge here. Okay, more details about the speakers later on. And in terms of the cushioning, I would say, okay, the back one here is kind of a little bit harder with the vegan leather on it. It feels good. I don't really feel any discomfort with the back cushioning. So for the front padding is kind of like the mid softness memory foam, I would have to say. Yeah. But overall ergonomics wise, they are actually feel very good. And one thing to differentiate the PICO 4 Ultra from the PICO 4 is the controllers. Yes. So this year the controller no longer have the ring guard. So it looks nicer, much more, I would say, giving much more closer to the console wipes onto it. I like it. And yeah, new design, I like it overall for the controllers. But for the headset, I don't see anything changes that's going to like make a wow factor onto it. And now let's talk about the performance and the gaming experience for the PICO 4 Ultra. Powering it is the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2, which is said to have CPU performance improves by 20%, GPU performance improves by 250%. Yeah, and with all this power over here, PICO has said that the resolution has been bumped up for the PICO 4 Ultra. Yeah, and for the Malaysia market, it only offers in one variant, 12 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of internal storage. If you're wondering what is the resolution it can output right now, is 2160 by 2160 at 1200 ppi. Truly amazing. Also, for the refresh rate is 90 Hz. And this bump up of resolution, I do notice there's real difference between the PICO 4 I've worn before and with this current PICO 4 Ultra. It's totally looking much more higher definition, and especially when you are playing games, you do notice it. It looks much more slightly higher definition than the predecessor. Now let's talk about the gaming experience. Now to be honest, there were only limited games being offered for my review session with this PICO 4 Ultra. So I'll only play 3 games with it, okay? And I'll just let you know what is my general feeling onto it. I think first thing, let's talk about the Mio. Now this game, to be honest, is a kind of like a board game, but the tutorials, I have no idea what they wanted me to do, and I just got bored because I was stuck there like for 5 minutes. I can't even move the character, and then I quit, joined someone's game, and I do not know actually what is happening. I just left and totally not interested with it. As for the graphics on the Demio, I would say it's quite adequate, albeit I wish it can be much better. So the next game I have played, which I really love it, is Wing Chun. Man, this game truly blew my mind out. Had some skepticism, but really put a smile on me once I've played it for the first stage. Now you basically becoming a Kung Fu master character. Okay, so in this game you can punch, you can do a palm strike, you can just kick the enemy as well. Truly fun. I enjoy it a lot. Albeit again, graphics I feel it can be improved much better, but for now it's really adequate. And I like the intuitive gameplay, giving the users to punch, kick, palm strike. Yeah, truly enjoyed the gaming experience Wing Chun on the PICO 4 Ultra. And then the final game I have played is the Angry Birds VR Isle of Pigs. Now I kind of like the game, totally different from what Angry Birds has become from the mobile game to here right now, the VR community. And I like it. It offers much more different gameplay, unlock much more possibilities. Yeah, very intuitive. And if you have kids playing with the PICO 4 Ultra, I will highly suggest this game for them. Truly fun. I think they will love to keep playing throughout all the stages that's available on the PICO 4 Ultra. Alright, one more last game I have tried it out is the Puzzling Places. If you love puzzle games, I highly recommend you to play this because I also enjoyed playing it. Meaning, if you are a puzzle lover, you will definitely get mind blown for sure. Now, the puzzle pieces, they can be spin at any angle, so you do have to try to move the puzzle pieces, look where does it actually fit into the puzzle itself. And there's a lot of things you can actually do. You can move the partially done puzzles around, which makes it really intuitive. I kind of like it, but graphics wise, I do wish it could be a little bit better, but for now it's really adequate. Overall, I think the gaming experience for the PICO 4 Ultra is quite great, especially with the bump up of resolution. You definitely do feel, compared to the predecessor, it's much more higher resolution. And you really have to experience both model, and then you will understand what I'm actually saying. Because from the screen recording, you won't able to understand what I would like to explain properly. And it is not actually recording in the native 90 Hz refresh rate. So definitely you will find there is some disparity in this video. But nonetheless, once you have really go and try it out, you will understand what I'm actually trying to explain in this video. Next up, let's talk about the PICO Motion tracker. If you are going to purchase it, it's going to come in a pair. For this video purposes, I only show you one of it, the motion tracker sensor itself and the strap. Okay, so coming back to the tracker itself, so you have a PICO logo on top here, and you have the power button over here, and then a USB Type-C port here. Okay, basically you just attach onto the strap here, okay, and press it down until it clicks, and then voila, wear it on your leg and turn on the power button. Very easy to set it up. And as for the pairing, now PICO say it has a really quick pairing, and I agree. I can pair it up within like what, 5-6 seconds, quite fast to be honest. All you need to do is just stand up straight and look down, and done. You just paired shoots quite nicely and it's quite accurate as well. Playing with Wing Chun, the kicks just nails it very nice, I will have to say. So if you want to remove the sensor, press the button and pull it out. Easy. Next up, let's talk about the audio performance on the PICO 4 Ultra. So it has a stereo speaker setup. Okay, you can see left, right over here. Now the speakers themselves, I would say it sounds good at 100% volume. Yeah, but anything lower, maybe even if you want to lower it to like 50% volume, it's not loud enough. That's just my own personal experience with the PICO 4 Ultra. So definitely something I think the next iteration, if they want to improve, is definitely the speakers itself. Yeah, because there is certain games I try to lower it to 50% volume. I only hear the vocals, the voice. Anything like background music, I can't hear it for no reason. Next up, let's talk about the battery on the PICO 4 Ultra. So it has a 5770 milliamp battery that supports 45-watt fast charger, and also the batteries here for the controller, they are actually using double A battery. So I'm not sure what is the battery life. They are still quite max out battery life according to PICO 4 Ultra. But the PICO 4 Ultra itself, I would generally say on a full single charge, you're looking at roughly 2 hours of battery life, depending on how you use. So if you are going to do a lot of video recording and playing the games, then I would say you will be anticipating the battery life to be depleting even quicker. Yeah, so hopefully you take note on that. And that's the battery life I can tell you about for the PICO 4 Ultra. Up next, let's talk about the see-through functionality on the PICO 4 Ultra. So as you can see right now, I'm actually using the see-through vision. It actually works quite well. However, I do notice that if you are going to make a walk with the see-through, there is some little bit of lagginess and flickering that makes me having a little bit like kind of motion sickness onto it. Yeah, so take note on that. I am actually feeling that kind of effect if I'm moving quite fast a little bit, or yeah, making a movement quite fast walking around. I do encounter this issue. And we have reached to the final point for the review of this PICO 4 Ultra. So if you want to get one of these in Malaysia, it's going to cost you 2,799 ringgit Malaysia. And if you want to get the PICO Motion Tracker unit, you really need to bump up your budget a little bit more because it has a hefty price tag. And remember, this is an optional accessory for the PICO 4 Ultra. You don't really require it in order to play all the games. Some games they can just use the button. It's merely to enhance your tracking of your leg movement. That's it. Okay? Yeah. Overall, I would say there is some ups and downs for the PICO 4 Ultra. But most of the time, the games, it does really provide a smile on me. I really enjoy it. The gaming experience it has delivered. Albeit, I'm going to be nitpicking. I wish the graphic quality can be even better. Hopefully, we can see in the next iteration what is going to be done. And let's hope there's more AAA game titles will be offered along in its platform. Yep, that's it. And what about my recommendation for the PICO 4 Ultra in Malaysia? I would have to say, if you are looking for VR MR headset in Malaysia. Okay, and also you want to get one of the powerful VR headset in Malaysia, then put it in your buying list, because I think PICO 4 Ultra is easily going to provide that performance you required. Yeah. What about ratings? I'll give it a solid 7.8 out of 10. Why I give it 7.8 out of 10 is easy, because I don't really see anything has been really game changer for the PICO 4 Ultra, apart from the performance has been bumped up, the new motion tracker accessory. To be honest, I don't feel there's anything much of different. Yeah, and I still notice that the game libraries are still kind of little bit limited. Not much of a AAA game titles. I do wish we can see in the future, but for now, it is what it is. We shall see what holds for the future of the PICO 4 Ultra life cycle. Okay, yeah, so overall, that's it. That's my review for the PICO 4 Ultra. Hey, if you do love it, please go and share it out, drop some comments, and yeah, do ask me anything about the PICO 4 Ultra. And one more thing, special shout out to PICO XR Malaysia for providing a loan review unit over here. However, there's no cash compensation. Whatever I'm saying here is based on my own experience with the PICO 4 Ultra. There is no creative input, no final approval is actually required. Therefore, all these are really unbiased review. Okay? Hopefully you are aware about that. And with that, I think I need to bow to you guys. Watch until to the end. And if you're still new to the YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Follow us on the social media account. Last but not least, head to the website, read all the news article. I'm Yat Kean from Train Ground. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Stay tuned.